the same time, so
Oh, okay.
hence the camera. Looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, folks, I guess the pulling of the seats wasn't quite the end of the episode. It's Saturday. Today was my editing and upload day. I'm sorry, it's like midnight and it's been a long, difficult day. My main footage drive seems to have taken a dump and can't be accessed. I do have a backup that has all the footage from episode 1 and some of the early footage from episode 2, but I'm missing quite a bit. Outside of the bus build, went to work today, and as I was driving to work, there was something in the road. I ran over it. I couldn't avoid it. There was somebody in the lane beside me, and it absolutely destroyed the inside sidewall of my rear tire. And within an hour, it was completely flat. It also nicked the outside sidewall of the front tire on the same side. So I have the spare donut on the back. I finished work, got home okay. But in the hour drive from work to home, that front tire lost 2 pounds, 2 psi. So it is slowly leaking down. It was late. Everything was closed when I got off work, so there was no replacing tires today. And I have the feeling that I'm going to wake up tomorrow with a second flat tire. Hopefully not. Hopefully it'll have air enough that I can run to the gas station, air it up a little more, and make it to a tire shop down the road, about 1.5 miles, and replace both tires. Thankfully, I have the money to do that. Unfortunately, about half of it is coming out of bus money, so I'm not happy about that. I'm in the middle of trying to recover footage. If not, I will have to come up with a new solution. That's the, I'm feeling down right now because it's been a long day. I'm tired. I don't feel great. Been in the heat every day for 10 days straight now, I guess. 110-day weather in the desert is it's pretty brutal. But at least it's not humid like Texas. So it looks like my release date is going to actually be Sunday, because I still haven't edited any of episode 1, because I'm trying to make sure that, well, that I have the ending still on the master drive, and trying to retrieve that. And yeah, trying to figure out why my whole computer was frozen all day took up all the time that I had. Turns out it was that drive. So as soon as I unplugged it, everything started working again. So there's something going on with the file system or the USB controller inside the device. I don't know. But as soon as this file finishes copying, which I'm pretty sure it has, I'm not looking at it, it's behind me, but pretty sure that it's ready. And we're gonna figure something out. Nobody knows that but me. So nothing's destroyed. You know, as Lebowski says, nothing's fucked here, man.
Nothing is fucked! No, man. The goddamn plane has crashed into the mountain!
The plane has crashed into the side of the mountain, but nothing is fucked, so we're good. I'm just gonna figure it out. I'm just not happy that seems like everything wanted to just be contrary today. So there will be days like these. So you gotta stick with it, figure it out, keep moving. So here we go. Well, it is now Monday morning, day 2 of this week. Yesterday, as you saw, my main drive crapped out on me, which means all of episode 2 and the ending of episode 1 is now locked up on a drive that I can't get to. I don't have access to it. So you can see behind me, I'm running a scan that can actually read the drive, and I can pull the information off of it. Unfortunately, the program costs $90 to actually work, and I looked into other options, try to find a cheaper way to get my files off of there, but nothing else will read it. So I had to pay the ransom to get my files, and so I'm going to let that run. In the meantime, today, I'm going to go grab a U-Haul pickup and go buy a trailer so that I have something to throw the rubber floor and plywood into as I continue to tear out the floor this week. So that's the goal this week. Also, Saturday night, I hit a really bad pothole, so that's in the shop. That's costing me $1,000. Now I have to rent a pickup and go buy a $600 to $800 trailer, and I'm just bleeding money, and I don't like it. I've lived in scarcity, financial scarcity for so long. Even though I have money now, it is like pulling teeth every time I have to pay a big 3 to 4 digit bill. I don't like it. I kind of like that there's a bunch of numbers in my bank account, and I'd like to keep it that way as long as possible. But looks like fate and life and situations are conspiring against me. Onward, upward, stay in the solution. Eyes forward, eyes on the prize, keep moving. Let's go buy a trailer. Okay, we're here to pick up the trailer. There he is. How's it going?
Pretty good. Yourself?
Not bad. Court.
Ralph.
I'm building the bus, doing a YouTube channel at the same time, so
Oh, okay.
hence the camera. Looks pretty good.
Yeah. It's got new tires, new wiring, new lights, clean title.
Well, it's the right size, it's the right price. I'll go ahead and take it then. There it is hooked up. I can't see the trailer because it's so skinny. And I don't see a way to turn on the camera while I'm driving, so we're just gonna have to hope for the best. This is a nice smooth road, and it appears to be doing really well. So now I have a choice to make. I got this trailer. Do I try to sell some seats? Or do I just go ahead and scrap them while I got the truck? The first 2 days of the week, I'm busy getting things in order. Then probably the third day, things fight me, and then the fourth and fifth day, things finally come together. So far, that has been the pattern. Episode 1 was that way, episode 2 was that way. I just hope things don't fight me too much tomorrow. That things just go smooth and I can start tearing shit out of that bus. We'll see. Be excited. Right now I just want to get this trailer there, pull the seats out of the bus, take some pictures of that, take some video of the lift, get those things on Marketplace, get the truck back, get my car, and get to editing episode. Well, I got to retrieve all my data off that crapped out drive, and then edit episode 1 and start on episode 2, because I'm about to have 2.5 episodes worth of footage just all backed up, and that's no good. Okay, we're gonna get these seats out. Like I said, bus fights back. Big wild pony will not be easily tamed. Just the way it is. Well, my battery's almost dead, so I got to talk fast. As you can see behind me, I got the trailer loaded up with seats. I'm going to take those to a storage unit, and that gives me time to get them sold or turn them into lawn furniture or whatever I'm going to do, because I don't have time to take them to scrap today. Okay. See behind me, trailer's empty. Oh Lord, it's hot. I used to work in at 5 o'clock heat, but got all 10 seats into a storage.
got a first month free, so I got 2 months for someone to maybe buy some of those, or maybe turn them into patio furniture with a little bit of fabrication. I don't know if I'm going to mess with that or not, but at the end of these 2 months, whatever's still there goes to the scrap heap. So that's my plan for this. Now I got to go drop off the trailer back behind the bus. All right, the trailer is dropped. Bit tall. It's a bit tall. I need to be able to open the back door. So I need to chop some of it off. Okay, I got my car. I'm back to my car. The car's fixed. It cost more than it was supposed to. Par for the course. Things have been fighting me the whole way. So this is normal. But I just got a lift from U-Haul to Firestone to pick up my car and had the coolest ride. Aloe, shout out to Aloe. That was cool. I enjoyed spending time with you. We had the greatest conversation, and the coolest thing is that I feel like the creator put this moment, that driver and me together, because, you know, hey, the bus is fighting you, technology's fighting you, cars fighting you, everything seems to be going wrong, but hey, you're on the right track, just because, yeah, the same sentiment that keeps being echoed. This is helpful to people. People need this. You're doing a cool thing that's good for people. It's the same thing. So it's really cool that when I start talking about what I'm doing, that people are already ready to connect with. And so yeah, Aloe, thanks for the ride. Thanks for watching. Yeah, that it just gives me more encouragement to keep going. Even when things are hard, there's a signpost along the way that say, hey, you're on the right track. Keep going. Don't stop. So, cool. It's time to go home and edit video and get that first episode out. Failed drive. It's driving me nuts. Okay, well, Windows finally said that the wrong parameters for disk H. So at least we know that that's in there. It's recognizing it now. Now we'll see if EaseUS can fix it. Shit. Now the program won't read the drive. If I can't get the end of episode 1 off of this and the beginning of episode 2, I don't know what I'm going to do. Just killing me. So I guess as soon as this gets up and I get this scan running, I'm going to go cook myself some dinner. Have some bison steak. I think it's time to treat myself to some buffalo. Sorry about that, buddy. But you taste delicious. Well, good morning. It is now Tuesday morning, day 3 of this week. And yeah, I'm about to, my body is reminding me of my age today. I woke up late and stiff and tired. Oh, Lord, man. Okay. So it's already 9 o'clock and I haven't left the house yet. In fact, I just got out of bed and put clothes on. The good news is, scan finished running, and looks like it can recover all files, really. Thank goodness it's all there. Let me see if okay, cool. So we're gonna get all these moving. I want to recover destination local. Come on now. Patience is not one of my strong suits. Come on, come on. Anyway, while I'm waiting on that, so I'm just gonna go to the bus for a couple hours and start screwing around. I'm gonna start unscrewing the 5 million screws that are holding the floor in. I feel like the best course of action is to start with the floor. Cut out of there early, probably noon, 1, once it starts getting the hotter part of the day. And then I'm going to run to the pawn shop, buy a generator and a welder. And then I'm going to come home and hopefully start editing. So, invalid path to recover. Try a new location. Okay. Well, in that case, I will just recover straight to the C drive. I don't really want to do that. I'll wait. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. I'll move it to the C drive, and I don't know if I got it last night, but I am retiring these U2O drives. I have lost confidence after this, and I ordered a 2 terabyte Seagate and an 8 terabyte Seagate. The 2 will be my main working drive, and then once I'm done with that footage, I'll move it to the 8 as an archive. And yeah, hopefully this will be close to being done by the time I get back. Here's the deal. Today I'm going to clean up the bus and pull out as many screws as I can in a couple hours. And the first thing we're going to do is, because all I did was pull those seats out. I didn't even bother with the nuts, the bolts. I just left them where they fell. So there's all kinds of nuts and bolts laying around. So I'm going to take this magnet and just gonna go around and pick up, cut off bolt heads, bolts, nuts, catch-all to catch all the nuts for the good hardware that I'm going to keep. Not be bent over like that. I'll have a sore back tomorrow. Guess I ought to put this down there where I'm pulling all the trash off. That would be smarter. I don't care. I'm not going to get everything perfect. I just want to get the majority of nuts and bolts. Because as I said, hardware is kind of expensive. You wouldn't know, you wouldn't really think about it, but like, spend a shit ton of money on screws and nuts and nails and everything else. And once I'm done with this, then I will come back over it, shop vac. I probably ought to go ahead and put on glasses just in case. The wind blowing, I don't want metal shavings in my eyes. If you ever gotten metal shavings in your eyes before, you know it sucks. So I'm told this L-track hardware is worth its weight in gold. So I'm going to keep all that stuff. All the washers and specialized bolts. And I don't think that it's steel. That looks like copper. I can't get in there to get it. All right, let's hit this thing with the vac. Lord Helmet, Colonel Sanders, what time is it?
Now, commence Operation Vac You Suck!
Is this your homework, Larry? Is this your homework, Larry?
Look, man.
Dude, please. Is this your homework, Larry?
Just ask him about the car, man.
Is this yours, Larry?
Hey, buddy. Over here. We're going away. That's what I'm walking around. That was correct. the broom and then suck up the pile, because I did not buy a dustpan. You know, this is similar to, I went to this really, really good long-term recovery community in Texas. Spent almost a little over 2.5 years there total. And they have this huge garden, and they grow a lot of their own food. Well, not a whole lot. I mean, it's not enough to sustain the 60 or 70 people, whatever, that are there. But when I got there, the garden was nothing. It was we were digging straight into the Texas clay dirt and trying to grow crops. You know, just little things, herbs and tomatoes, basil, things like that. And when we decided to expand it, by the way, I dislike gardening strongly. We went to expand it. Hello. When we went to expand the garden, we had to do a lot of land clearing. And you know, the metaphor of the situation wasn't lost on me, that in recovery, you can't just, you know, expect to just go to rehab and get better. It doesn't work that way. There are habits, beliefs, and old ways of thinking that you got to get rid of first. And going through and clearing out that land before we could plant new stuff that we wanted, good stuff, we had to get rid of the, you know, the briars and the weeds and all the other stuff that we didn't want. And this is kind of the same situation here. I got to get rid of all this stuff that I don't want in order to rebuild and replace it with the things that I do. So this is, it might seem like a tedious part of the build, but it's one of the most important, because you can't rebuild till you got a clean, solid foundation. And that is what this whole segment of the build is all about. Just getting rid of the old shit. It doesn't work. It's not useful. And replacing it. And then you can then replace it with what will, and the stuff that you do want. And you get to go through and decide what you want to keep. Like, I'm going through these and find that, hey, these bolts here might come in useful. I don't know. Maybe. But it's kind of the same thing. Similar. Not the same. And also, you got to be thorough. You got to be thorough in the process of tearing everything down. You got to be thorough in tearing it down, and then you got to take a serious look at what's there. semi-clean space to start working in. Got 2 drills, but I'm going to use this one first because it's hardcore. And very cool, I've got this guy. I'll roll around on the floor and clean up. Tear these old screws out of the floor. That's the first screw. A couple more screws over here. Cha-ching! those screws out except for a few. Bust out the drill bits. Now we're gonna see if we can't get these stubborn bastards out. Okay, let's see. Probably should wear gloves while doing this. This is thin ass metal. Trash. Well, yeah. I don't want to use that. That's there it is. First piece of trash in the trailer. So, happy about that. Let's keep going. It's 12 o'clock and I said I was going to work till noon and then go get a welder, a generator, and edit. So I'm going to stick to my plan. I'm going to stick to my word. Thanks for hanging out today. Not bad progress. I feel like I did something. And now I'm going to have to go get another tool, something sharp and on a long stick that I can scrape up this rubber with. And then tomorrow I'll run down that wall. I was hoping to get this centerpiece out, but it's okay. It's okay. We made good progress and the day's not done. I really need to get editing, get that first episode on the air so y'all can start following me. Otherwise, what I'm doing right now don't mean a thing. So, alright, that's it for now, we're gonna head home. We're gonna go get some tools, and then we're gonna do some other stuff. So this isn't very glamorous, but we're editing. Finally. I had to go through the failed drive, the bus fighting me, 3 cameras arguing with Premiere, having to go through hours and hours of transferring files, transcribing the files so I can go through and read them instead of watching, 30 hours of footage. It's much easier to transcribe it into text and then read just whatever was being said so I know what happened because I was there. But yeah, then the drive crapped out and I had to get that. But we're finally editing. And you've already watched this episode 2 weeks ago. But I'm just now getting to it. And it is a huge victory for me because I was not sure when or if I was going to be able to get that footage back and how long it would take for me to get this channel up and running. So I'm hoping that I can get this out quick. I don't think I'm going to wait until Saturday. I think I'm going to go ahead and edit this, and I have all of episode 2 already. Edit that, and then I can drop 1 this week, start working on 3, what I'm shooting now, on Saturday, drop 2, or next Saturday, drop 2. Oh, you know what? I could take Saturday off. Maybe. No, Saturday I have to edit this episode. So, over the next 4 days, 3 days, I've got to edit 3 episodes. But then I'll be 2 weeks ahead. So it'll be nice. I have a nice buffer. I don't have to rush. Because it takes so long. Well, actually, it took so long to drop 3 weeks or 2 weeks of footage onto these hard drives. It was like overnight per camera. And then I had to go through, transcribe them. That took a while. Then turn them into proxies so that it doesn't herky-jerky run the whole time. But now you can see I've got 3 cameras. I can switch between them and it's saving the cuts. So that'll be the rough cut. You're looking at the rough cut. It'll probably be a lot smoother and nicer because I'll have watched it at least 2 more times by then. Well, it's the end of day... What day is this? 4? Wednesday? It's now Thursday morning, 2:30 a.m. I've been working on editing this episode 1 for 8 hours now, and I have 30 minutes of episode out of about 20 hours of footage. So, this is intense. but I got a great scene. Well, you've seen it now. The travel montage. It's awesome. I love it. But anyway, it's 2:30. I'm tired, and I got a lot of work to do on the bus tomorrow, so I'm going to bed. I'll see you in a second. Well, good morning. It is now Thursday, day 5 of this week. I'm off to a very late start. It's 11 o'clock. I have been doing some research and preparing. I'm going to go get a generator today. But I need a generator in order to be able to weld. I got the welder. I need to get flux core wire while I'm there and other stuff. And it's going to be another expensive day, but it's all necessary. I don't know how much work I'm going to get done on the bus. I hope to get the trailer situated. That would be nice. Man, what a pain in the ass. I just spent 45 minutes trying to figure out why the emergency exit buzzer wouldn't shut off. And it was this, because I had these open for air. It was because this was like that. It needs to be like that. Chasing that for 45 minutes. Okay, we're here at Harbor Freight. I'm not real happy. But, yeah. It's gonna have to do. Too bad the handicap lift don't work.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Get as high as we can.
It helps. It's almost like cheating. A little bit.
Still waiting for the little button push and let it do it itself. Ready? Told you about the 5 days?
5 days?
Yeah.
All right.
Test it out, make sure it's good. You got up to 5 days, return it.
Okay, cool.
Have a good one.
Take care, bud.
Appreciate it. End of day. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. 5. End of day 5. Well, today wasn't terribly productive, but I did get some stuff done. I did go buy a generator. That's cool. I got it. I got it tested, and seems to work pretty good. I haven't hooked up the welder to it yet. That's a tomorrow thing. It's getting close to sunset, as you can tell, and I really want to use my drone to get some nice sunset footage. Where to go? Oh, there was a hummingbird. Oh. hummingbirds are my mom's favorite. So anytime I see a hummingbird, I feel like that's her spirit coming to check up on me. This is the first time I've seen one here. There's one that's been hanging around my house, my apartment lately. I hung a little homemade hummingbird feeder. Can't tell if it's being used or not. But
Takeoff. Home point updated.
oh yeah, sunset looks great.
Well, looks like I picked the wrong day to stop sniffing glue. Today is July 3rd. It is day 6. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yeah, day 6 of week 3. I now have 27, 28 days left till I have to be out of this apartment. And I have hit a wall because of the holiday. I have to get that lift out. With the leak, with the sensor problem, it is more of a hindrance and a liability than an asset at this point. So I have to get that out of there, which means that, one, I can't use the trailer for trash yet, which means I can't pull up the floor. And because everything is closed, I can't buy the steel that I need to make a gantry to get that damn lift out of the bus and onto the trailer so I can get that thing to the scrapyard and get it out of my way. Life be lifin'. And I guess it's time for me to get to work on this here computer. And then on Monday, it's back to manual labor, back to the salt mines, back to the grind. Mixing my metaphors. It ain't rocket surgery. Alright, here we go. Sometimes this is a real pain in the ass. And fighting with this program for an hour. So I trust you've worked out that I figured it all out. And I got everything edited. It was a pain in the ass. It was a real pain in the ass. Learning experience, trying to reacquaint myself with Adobe Premiere, which I used to use quite a bit. It's been several years. Reacquainting myself with it, and particularly fighting with the auto synchronize of multiple cameras has been very frustrating. But I got it all done. Episode 1 is now online. Like I said, I'm sure you've worked that out already. And got all the hard drives worked out, got everything backed up, everything's good. Now, the issue is the big hard drive that I bought to hold all, archive all the old footage. It needs the same port that runs my extra monitors. So I can't do both. So I had to order another... just hemorrhaging money on shit that I never expected to need, and that isn't actually going to the bus, but it will be going toward, I will be using it. Even beyond this whole bus conversion documentary channel, all that. So it is necessary. I would have to buy it eventually anyway, but like I said previously, I just do not like spending money. So this is the end of episode 3. Thank you for continuing to watch. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the comments that I've gotten so far. Everybody's been very supportive, and I appreciate that, because I didn't really know how well this would go over, and it's starting to pick up steam. So thank you very much for watching, and if you're new, please like, subscribe, leave comments, ask questions, be respectful and nice to other people, please. That's a big deal to me. And I will see you next week. Sakumiya.